Welcome! This is my first actual voiced video. This is a personal one of I do 1/5 the damage and they deal 4 times the damage, and so I die very easily and it takes minutes to kill one guy. Now, I've seen a lot of Blade and Sorcery videos, but none of them have actually done only tier 0 weapons and this level of difficulty, which has actually surprised me quite a lot, given that this isn't particularly well, it is definitely a difficult challenge. There are plenty more people that are much more skilled than I am, and so I would have imagined there would be more videos about challenge runs, but I might be the first to do this. So you can see me browsing multiple weapons. The hayfork is by far the longest, but the felling axe and the beheading sword are all up there as the most damaging. So if you're really good at stabbing, I personally recommend the hayfork. If you just love smashing people to bits, then I'd recommend the hammer. The hammer is pretty far up there in length. A hayfork easily beats it, but the hammer is by far one of the strongest, if not the strongest out of all of them. The axe, though, can cut off heads, which is, if you can do it, it is the most effective and most safe way of doing it and dealing with enemies. But I can't do that, so I normally go with the hammer or the hayfork.
Well, you'd be surprised. Let's just say my customers are mainly the folk who don't like to shop while looking over their shoulder, you know?
So this is after I actually got a wrist injury, so this is pretty tame compared to what I normally do. I typically go for the hammer just because I get to do this kind of thing, and because if you sweep for the legs, it is very easy to knock them over, especially if you just get one headshot, you can knock them over, and you can mess with your wrists, which was one of the reasons that I actually keep injuring my wrist. At some point, I'm actually planning on making a hands-only with these difficulty settings run, but I'm only doing one dungeon this video, so unfortunately that might just be a little out of scope. Something that I've learned from watching various videos is that you can actually put rusty cleavers into your inventory for a quick emergency throwaway weapon. If you really need to get out of a situation, you can just keep throwing crap at them until they actually stop. Either they're dead or they stop coming after you because they've got so much crap on the floor. I apologize if the movement of the camera makes anyone motion sick. I have to always keep my eyes on the hammer, so I have to move my head with the hammer, which shakes the headset. It doesn't look nearly as shaky when you're actually playing, because your eyes are always staying on the same target while the screen is moving. So it feels like it's a lot less shaky than it really is, and I don't get this jittery effect. Might be wondering what I'm doing on this rope. I'm simply throwing myself. I'm like moving my hand down very fast while also jumping, which means that I get to move much faster than I normally would if I were to just jump or throw myself, which normally helps with not being exhausted by the time that you actually get off the rope, like you are actually climbing a rope. So, nice little tip. thanks for watching. If you want to, you can comment anything that you'd like me to try. I'll check them pretty often, and I doubt there's going to be much competition. If you like this, then you might want to, well, press like and subscribe, because I'm going to be posting more of this run until I eventually die to some random arrow stabbing me through the nostrils. So be sure to be watching when that happens.